Welcome back to a new episode of the Trash Talk podcast. Today, we have an interesting second topic that might very well pertain to some of the gamer people out there. It was actually inspired by Sergey, our good buddy, who, by the way, was also accompanying us on our company vacation whenever we went to a camping trip, which we spent a lot of money on. But it was fun. It was a good time. And we're back in the office now, ready to get back to do some work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in regards to camping trips, this was nothing special in terms of cost.
No, it was actually pretty cheap.
But that's what I was thinking, right? Like
we mostly just got food, but it was fun. It was cool time. So we'll get back to we'll get there at some point. But we're back to do some work right now, and you're getting pub quizzed.
Oh right.
How
yes.
about that? So here's how this works. In case you're not aware of this, I'm going to read out questions. These are pub quiz questions, of course, a little bit British inspired, at least some of them. Then we can't really change it. A credit to popquizquestionshq.com, I think is the full name of the site.
It's interesting that it's a .com when it's so British inspired.
Yeah, I guess. These are going to be 50 questions, 5 sheets, 10 questions each. I'm going to ask a question. The viewer will, you at home, you will answer it. And then, JJ, you'll wait a second, give your answer, and then you and the viewer at home will both check on a list whether you got a score, or you got it right, or you got it wrong. And then at the end of the quiz, you're going to post your score in the comments and compare it to JJ's final score, which we're keeping track of also. So,
and if you know things, you'll probably beat me.
If you know a lot of things, you have a good shot. So, what are you aiming for? 60% as well?
What? I never do that well.
I like to aim for 60, but it's okay. Maybe aim for 50, whatever. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
And by the way, the questions...
I just hope that I get questions right.
The answers within this quiz were verified and updated in July 2020. So this is...
yeah, I believe they keep... I believe that was the case last time as well when I asked you those. So I think they check them
much appreciated.
Reasonably often.
Much appreciated. Okay, question number 1.
Maybe they literally just go through maybe they have it as a database on their end and they literally just have a list of the ones that actually are time dependent and just update those.
Question number 1. How many players are on a curling team?
I don't... Actually, let's say 5?
The answer is 4.
Close.
There's the one guy who curls and the other 3 guys with the broom.
Yeah, I know how it works, actually, surprisingly enough.
It's 4.
I just didn't know how many broom guys there were, okay?
The Maigret novels were written by which author? Maigret. Maigret.
I'm assuming that Maigret refers to something within the story, but let's just say it is William Maigret.
Yeah, right. The answer is Georges Simenon, probably a French guy. Who directed the 1971 film A Clockwork Orange?
Well, that one is very popular. I've heard of that one.
Here's the fact of the side. I would have known this if you asked me that. And I don't really know movies.
I wouldn't have been surprised that you know it because it's like one of the top 10 most popular movies or something. Fuck. I don't actually know that is the problem.
Want to guess?
Not really.
The answer is Stanley Kubrick.
Right. I would not have come up with that.
I knew this from the epic rap battle of movie producers.
Yeah, see, if you had asked me who was the director of The Shining, I would have been able to tell you that.
And who would that have been?
Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, well, too bad. Should have known more Kubrick stuff. The Kelvin scale is a measure of what? Kelvin.
Well, that would be temperature.
Correct.
And, very important side fact, don't say degrees Kelvin. It's not degrees. It's an absolute unit.
Kelvin. Temperature is correct. Famously, the home of Bill Clinton. Which is the state capital of Arkansas?
Arkansas. Jesus Christ. I mean, I know state capital or two. I don't know that one.
The Arkansian one? You want to guess?
I don't know it, dude. I don't know.
The answer is Little Rock.
Oh, yeah. See, if I had been able to come up with, something that if I had been able to come up with anything in Arkansas right offhand, I would have told you that.
The Pisa Airport is named after which famous Italian astronomer? The Pisa Airport.
Was his name by any chance Pisa?
His name is Galileo Galilei.
Oh.
You may have heard of him.
Yeah, but why is it... That doesn't relate, though, does it?
You don't know what the airport's called.
Oh, the airport in Pisa is... that makes more sense.
Or you thought...
I thought you were saying it's called the Pisa Airport, and I was like, how does it relate to anyone that's not literally named Pisa?
Okay. What is the Parliament of Israel known as?
I have no idea.
The answer is the Knesset. K-N-S-E-T. The Bronte sisters lived in which Yorkshire village? Bronte.
Yeah, let's go into very specific freaking British geography. I can't...
Yorkshire village.
Oh, wait. Okay, I have a guess. Is it York?
I don't think that's the village. The answer
No, but it's like the one thing in the Yorkshire that I actually know.
It's Haworth. Haworth.
Because obviously, if it's something Shire, it's just the surrounding area, pretty much.
In the United States of America, the Republican Party is often referred to as what? Please refrain from making jokes. I know you want to. I do too.
I mean, I don't... What is this, like... But conservatives? What am I looking for?
The nickname of the party.
There's a nickname?
Yes.
Does that have something to do with the logos? Because the freaking... the Democrats are the jackasses. I don't know, man.
The answer is the Grand Old Party, aka the GOP.
Okay.
What is the seventh planet from the sun?
If they had asked for the ninth, I would have known it and I would have still said it's wrong. Wait, okay, what is the seventh from the sun? So it's... Is it Uranus?
Yes. That is correct. This is the question I think you are going to like, because I'm expecting you to know this, due to a recent occurrence.
Oh god, so I probably don't know. Okay, cool.
Daniel Negreanu and Phil Ivey are well-known players in which card game?
Oh. Is it poker?
It is poker. And you know this because on our camping trip we played Who Am I, and I wrote Daniel Negreanu on your head. And
I did not know him.
You didn't know him, and then I told you he was a world-famous poker player.
So I believe there was... Wait.
There was 11 questions.
There was 11 questions, I was about to say.
Westeros is a fictional continent in which series of novel written by George R.R. Martin?
I mean, Westeros was enough for me to know this, actually. I did not need to know it was George R. R. Martin, although I would have known that. And the novel series is called A Song of Fire and Ice, and the TV adaptation is called Game of Thrones.
That is correct. According to the classic proverb, what should you do if you can't beat him?
Join him.
Correct. Stretching to 220 miles, which is the longest river in the UK?
I don't know that many UK rivers, so I'm gonna just throw out a guess. Is it the Thames?
It is the River Severn.
Never heard of it.
Which nation won the Euro 2012 football competition?
Freaking European 2012, you said?
Yes.
I'm just make a reasonable guess. Was it Italy?
It was Spain.
Okay.
In 1990, a 25-day prison riot took place at which northern English prison?
The question would be, I guess, do I know a northern English prison? And naturally the answer is no, so I don't know.
The answer is Strangeways. Actually spelled Strange Ways. It is one word. Rebecca Rabbit and Susie Sheep are characters from which children's television show?
Is it the Looney Tunes?
It is Peppa Pig.
Okay.
Which precious metal has the chemical symbol Pd?
I was about to say, like, chemical symbols, I generally know those. Wait, PD?
Pd.
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 I don't actually know. Is it one of those freaking rare earths, whatever they're called?
It is palladium.
Palladium, yeah. I have heard of it in passing, but why can't I just ask for something simple and less precious, like, I don't know, PB,
Which is lead.
which is lead?
Verde is the Spanish name for which color? VERDE. Spanish name for which color?
I happen to know that you like this color, and it is green.
Correct. The World Museum is situated in which UK city? Edinburgh? Edinburgh,
Yes. Thank you.
Liverpool, or Manchester? Edinburgh, Liverpool, or Manchester?
Okay. Since I have absolutely no idea, this is a 33% chance that we should just get this right. And I'm gonna go with Liverpool.
That is correct. It is Liverpool. Alright. That was the second.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Second cheat.
Yes, and I am 7-13, which is about in line with my regular performance. Now, notably, after the first cheat, I believe I was 2-8.
You're going to 40%.
So I'm actually the second cheat I actually did very well on.
Yeah.
But the first one I did really abysmal. So that's
Third one. What is a squirrel's nest better known as?
a squirrel's nest.
Squirrel's nest.
I don't actually know.
It is a drey. DREY. In 2001, this city changed its name to Kolkata. What was it previously called? Kolkata.
I don't know.
Calcutta.
Oh. Okay, I guess one could have maybe.
What is campanology? Is the study and the act of. That's a bit weirdly worded.
Campanology.
Campanology.
What that is about.
Yes. CAMP. Anology.
You know what? I'm gonna just take a shot in the dark. I'm gonna ask, is it camping?
It is bell ringing.
Of course it is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there was some bell ringing when we went camping.
True.
Well, it wasn't actually bells.
In which 1965 film did Omar Sharif play the titled character?
1965 film. Huh. I wonder if that was in color or not. I don't actually know.
The answer is Dr. Zhivago. Dr. Zhivago.
Well,
What
I
nation-
definitely have heard of that before.
I would expect you to. What nation? I mean, I don't know what I would expect you to know any given movie. What nationality was painter Edvard Munch?
How's the last name spelled?
Munch.
It's just
Munch.
Munch. Edward Munch.
Edward Munch.
Oh, fuck, do I know Dutch?
Norway.
Close? Not really.
Jimmy Perry and David Croft wrote which British sitcom?
A British sitcom.
Yes.
Do I know British sitcoms?
Jimmy Perry, David Croft.
I don't know.
The answer is Dad's Army.
Also never heard of that one.
Boscobel in Jamaica has an airport named after which famous spy novel writer?
See, there it is very clear that that is not the name of the airport, just the town.
Yeah.
See, that works better for me. A famous spy novel writer. Is it Ian Fleming?
It is Ian Fleming.
Yay! It's probably the only one I would have been able to come up with.
Which prime minister is regarded as being the father of the modern British police force?
A British prime minister again. I don't know that many. Is it Winston Churchill?
The answer is Sir Robert Peel.
Never heard of him.
In which year was the English Football League founded?
Probably earlier than you'd think. Okay, the English Football League. I mean, it's a name, so we can't really say it's the English Soccer League.
Football.
Football. When was it founded?
Yeah.
Is it in 1867?
It was in 1888.
I had the right idea.
Between which two planets does the asteroid belt lie?
Which one?
The asteroid belt.
There is two. Well, there's one that lies on the outside of our solar system, which I believe is the Kuiper Belt.
So that's not between two.
Which is not between two. Then there is the inner one, which I know is between 4 and 5. Now the question is, which ones are 4 and 5? Wait. Oh god, let me not get this wrong way. I'm not that sure, but is it maybe by any chance like Mars and Jupiter?
Correct. What is the nationality of the Formula 1 driver, Nico Rosberg?
Oh god. Oh god. I see, the thing is, not actually certain. I want to say, oh god, let me not make the mistake that everyone makes. I want to say I'm just going to say it. I think he's German.
He is German. That is correct.
I didn't want to make that dangerous mistake of him just actually being Austrian or something silly, but I thought he was German, yeah.
Lex Luthor has been the arch enemy of which superhero for most of his existence?
Oh, yeah. Dude, the last son of Krypton, the Man of Steel, Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman.
Superman is correct. You gave 4 weird answers and then the correct one. I will let it count.
They are all aliases of the same character.
Allegedly. Which is the oldest university in Ireland?
In Ireland? I don't know a single Irish university.
The answer is the Trinity College of Dublin. The pioneering work of which Scottish inventor led to the television?
I don't know.
The answer is John Logie Baird. The Zugspitze is the highest mountain in which European country? Apologies for pronouncing it that way.
The thing is, right? You know how it's pronounced.
Oh, it's pronounced. Yeah, but I'm trying to throw you off.
It's Zugspitze. I know this.
I'm trying to
The
throw you
thing
a
is-
curveball, man.
The thing is, I've heard of it. Question now is, which country actually is it?
Zugspitze.
It's obviously a German-speaking country, right? But there's a couple of those.
Yes, that is. There's 4.
Is it? Oh, fuck. And I think it might even. Fucking. Is it Switzerland?
It is Germany.
It's Germany, actually. But, in it. It is. Like, very close, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the Alps. Which
Just
country?
like, that's the problem, right? Like, the Alps are, like, all over the place.
Yeah. Which country has the works Libertad, Trabajo, Cultura on its coat of arms? Hope I pronounced that right. I do not natively speak that language.
Is it Brazil?
It is Mexico. Brazil has another thing that says
Yeah, because because
something prosperity.
I wasn't exactly sure what, but I know that Brazil actually has words on its flag as well, which coat of arms, flag, not the same thing, but oftentimes related.
The FIBA is the world governing body of which sport?
Okay, the basket.
Correct. Woody, Buzz, and Andy are all characters from which successful Pixar film franchise?
Believe it or not, I
Got
actually know
this.
this. It's Toy Story.
That is correct. Guy Garvey is the lead singer of which Manchester-based band? Guy Garvey.
A Manchester-based band.
Yes.
I have no idea.
The answer is Elbow.
Elbow, as in like.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Gary Marsden, OBE, was appointed a freeman of which city in 2009?
I don't know.
Liverpool is the correct answer. That was the second to last sheet.
It seems that Liverpool is just a very good guess in this game. Okay, so you said so we're 40 questions in?
Yes.
I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 27 in 13.
27 L's 13 correct.
Yes, sorry. Yes, 13 to 27.
The question.
Obviously, the larger number is the one of the wrong answers. I feel like if you've been paying attention, you know this.
Well, you got a chance to redeem yourself. The question and answers. Oh no, that's actually the disclaimer.
The questions and answers have last been checked and verified in July of 2020.
Let me read the first thing that's on this page. Spanish company Leandro is a well-known maker of which ceramic material used to create vases and other objects of art?
What's ceramic material?
Yes.
I thought ceramic was the material. Clay? Is that
porcelain?
Porcelain. Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that clay is something that's made of. It's like the
Hey,
other
listen,
way. Oh no, man.
I was trying to make a guess.
Okay. In Britain, a smoggy is a resident of which city? Smoggy.
Is he from a city with a lot of air pollution?
Uh-huh.
If that assumption is true, then it would be something with industry. In which case, we might be able. Is it Newcastle?
It is Middlesbrough.
I would have found myself really clever if I had gotten that.
Middlesbrough. Which is the only British county with 2 coastlines? The only British county with 2 coastlines.
I don't know.
It's Devon County.
I could not have I'm not sure if I could have named a single British county, to be honest.
Well, you've already named like Yorkshire and shit.
Oh right, those
mean.
Those right, the shires are all yeah. So like Yorkshire, Leicestershire, and yeah.
In the Mr. Men series, what color is Mr. Tickle?
Purple.
Orange. Which Simpson character has the catchphrase "ha ha"? Ha ha.
Oh, Nelson.
Yes. Nelson Mutz. Which title is given to the wife of a duke?
I don't know if this is the answer, but is it Duchess?
Yes.
Okay.
Which U.S. band headline? I'm assuming it's supposed to be band. It says band.
Okay.
Which U.S. band headlined the Pyramid Stage on Saturday night at Glastonbury 2019?
So, it's an American band that did something in 2019 is the question,
yes.
Right? Okay.
Headlining the Pyramid Stage on Saturday night.
Yeah, I see, like, the details don't help me. It's just a American band that is currently active. That's all I need to know. Probably not going to help me much. How many American bands do I know that are currently? Is it Green Day?
It is The Killers.
I've actually heard of those.
Yeah.
They actually make music. I mean, good music.
They do make music. Is that a fucking what's that called? The anthem of white people.
What?
What's the song called? That's like the whitest song ever.
Mr. Brightside?
Yeah, Mr. Brightside, right? Yeah, that's their song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which UK TV soap was created by Kevin Laffin in 1972?
In 1972. So this is an old one.
Yes.
It's a soap. Is it Downton Abbey?
It is Emmerdale.
Never heard of it.
Donna Sheridan, Sophie, and Sam Carmichael are characters from which well-known West End musical, which also enjoyed movie success?
A musical that also had movie success. Yes. Huh. We don't know many of those. There aren't many of those. I think there's some of those. Musical.
Yeah.
Right offhand, I can only think of like 3 musicals, and only one where I know that there's a movie that was maybe well received. I know one that was definitely poorly received. Is it Mamma Mia?
That is correct.
Wow. I did not expect it to be correct.
And last question for the day. If It Bleeds is a 2020 collection of novellas by which U.S. horror author?
U.S. horror author. I don't know many of those. I don't actually... I'm just gonna guess the one I do definitely know. Is it Stephen King?
Yes, it is Stephen King. That closes out the quiz for today. How many did you get right in the end?
Well, it is 17.
You got 17 in total?
I got 17 right.
That was a rough day. It was a rough day. But it was a relatively tough one compared to previous ones. It was definitely on the harder side. But we'll get back at some point and then track that 50%.
I definitely also got a couple of good lucky guesses in there.
Oh, yeah. But a lot of tough questions, too. Let us know your score in the comments. JJ has 17 points. How many did you get? We have a fact. 2.
All right, we have facts.
Times doses. 2 facts of the week. JJ, what is your fact of this particular week?
Let me check
And
my
what
notes.
inspired you to come up with it, JJ?
My fact of the week says, Sergey informed me that one can boil water in a paper cup over a fire. That's what my fact of the week says.
Okay, yeah. Because Sergey had to give JJ a fact. Because we were sitting here before the recording, and the last thing we were missing was a fact of the week from JJ. So, you know, like, you know what, Sergey? Because Zegar's in the room, say hello, say it loudly. Hello, Sergey. Sergey was like, I'm going to give you a fact. And he did that.
Yes.
So that's a fact. There you go. I got another fact of you. You've heard of Fiddler's Green, right?
Yes.
This is, however, not referring to the band, but I'm referring to the namesake of the band, which is an afterlife in maritime folklore.
Yes, I have heard of that before as well.
Maritime folklore, and specifically, it was said to be an afterlife for sailors that had served at least 50 years at sea. And
that's very specific.
Yes, and it consisted of, or the main attraction of the afterlife is a perpetually playing fiddle.
I mean, that makes sense. The name makes sense.
That is what it's called. It's a fiddle that never stops playing.
I have heard of the Fiddler's Green before. Yes. I did not know the exact context though.
That's what that is. So there you go. 2 more facts added to the brain. Let's go into the redemption arc once again. As you can see, there's no paper behind us today because last week we failed to extend the streak.
4 Little World Cities last episode. We're doing Keep It Down now.
We snapped the streak. We got to keep it down.
And let's actually scroll down until I'm not actually blocking anything.
Sunday crosswords. It is time to do it.
And then let's play Timed.
What do we have?
Album of the Year Grammy winner Musgraves.
Oh god, this is a good start.
Poetry Muse.
Okay.
Online offering from many apartment buildings.
Ooh.
And it's a very long word.
Yes, this is a long word.
And apparently, this part says down.
I don't think so, man.
Oh no, wait, this one. That's definitely not. Maybe it's like synonyms for down.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. Let's do the down ones then. Neighbor's nickname on Shameless. In parentheses, US version.
Shit,
But it just says US.
Shit.
NPR's Shapiro.
Shit.
How many Shapiros do you know?
We're getting got. It's not Ben. That's not that Shapiro. It's a different Shapiro.
It is in fact a different Shapiro. That's the only Shapiro I know. Where you hope not to buy lemons.
That Shapiro got from the OJ case.
Dealership?
Car sale. Yeah, car sale.
Car sale. Yeah. Brute start ? And I'm supposed to care why?
Man, cryptic hints. Jesus.
It says it in parentheses if it helps. I think that these are not exactly going to be helped by that one letter there. This one might be. One-time Mountain Dew competitor.
What?
They're asking for a competitor to Mountain Dew, formerly, that starts with letter S.
I don't know.
Okay. I guess let's do these across ones because it fits. Gossip slangly. Which is to say, a word for gossip.
Blah?
Oh wait, is it T? It's T.
It's T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send me.
Help?
Send me.
Helps. What?
That doesn't make sense.
No.
I think it says, quote unquote, send me. So it's like volunteering or something. I don't know. Building in Mexico City or Canberra bearing a U.S. flag. It's not the embassy, apparently.
U.S. embassy?
Oh, but embassy is spelled with an A, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. What
Wait, is it? Ambassador is spelled with an A.
Yes.
Is embassy also spelled with an A?
Embassy spelled with an E.
Right.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That still doesn't fit.
U.S. embassy built. Embassy dollars? Is it that? Embassy.
No.
I'm trying here. It's probably something more specific anyways, because They're just calling out 2 cities, and to my understanding, there's US embassies all over the place. It's kind of the point. Part of the point. I guess let's... Did we do the dumb ones in here? No. Tamara's sister.
What the hell is this quiz?
Tree sharing its name with a programming language.
Oh, Elm?
I did not know of that programming
I
language.
know the tree.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard of the tree as well. Send to me has a double L in there.
First one's got to be a vowel then.
And then this one has an M in there as well. I guess let's do the across ones here then. Or actually, let's do this one as well, because this is the kind of one we would miss. Grandson of Adam and Eve.
Seth?
Wait, so they're... Wait, Cain and Abel are their children?
Allegedly, yeah.
So one of their children...
Fuck that.
I would assume it's Cain's child then, because Abel was killed relatively
I
early.
have no idea, man.
Wait, I can enable the freaking...
Yeah.
Because it would fit. Are they the direct descendants of... Yeah, I don't think they are, but I wasn't sure, and it fit. With blank the nickname for Canada. Oh, so it's like the nickname for Canada, but you remove the word the. It's like, you know, ice cold hellhole out of Canada. No, it's not. It's not a hell, but it's ice cold probably.
Yeah.
They're never free of charge? Question mark. Less polite is ruder?
Guess. Yeah.
Best director winner Lee. RX Overseer. Opposite of mask is femme. Palindromic poetic preposition. Yeah.
Yes.
It may stick its neck out for you. Question.
Oh, giraffe.
Giraffe. Giraffe's unreal.
True.
More spherical is rounder. Yeah. Avengers film of 2019 is Endgame.
Yeah.
So that actually worked really well.
True.
Then we have with the nickname of Canada is Gr something. And then they're free of charge is Ions, which is actually really clever.
Makes sense.
And then what is this down one? Summer Nights Musical. And I'm supposed to care why we looked at that already. This down one is they're blessed in Toto's Africa. Yes. Bless the rains down in Africa. And I guess we'll just go down here.
Yeah.
Keep going. Not just suspect. Not just suspect.
Suspect, yeah, no. You don't just suspect it, you know it.
Regarding.
Not it.
There's another way to say regarding. AKA is alias. Is it? It's not. Wait. What kids?
S2.
Yeah. What kids are often told to use in the classroom, and a hint to the circled words within the crossword's longest answers. What kids are often told to use in the classroom?
Instruments?
That seems
fitting. Crap.
Weird. Inside voice?
What?
You know, no screaming.
Really?
Use your inside voice.
God damn, dude. I never had a teacher say that. Never had a teacher say that, dude. I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense. I feel like that makes sense. How does it help us again with the... Oh, keep it down is like quiet.
Yeah, quiet, yeah.
So, what is like one of them says quiet, none of them is long enough to say whisper, I don't know. I'm innocent.
Not me.
I was about to say not guilty, but that doesn't fit. Theatrical faint. Swoop? Yeah. And then, if you ask me in text-to-speech, did we get there? I was about to say, was IMO. In my opinion. Full of cargo. Laden. Sports drink suffix is aid. Live and Let Die for one.
It's a song.
Yeah, I was about to say, right? That's a song by Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
2018 Alfonso Cuarón film starring Yalitza Aparicio?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I vaguely said that right. Proof someone did or said something in slang.
Did I said something? Like a receipt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eastern way.
Tao.
Let me think about that one sec. No.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Min?
I don't think it's supposed to complete the sentence. It's supposed to be.
Why does it say ... then?
Let me think about this one. Open ended. It's supposed to be like. I think it's supposed to be a different way of stating it.
So. Great or dream or something for Canada. Probably great. Wait, is it like Great White North or something like that? Because this one does say RT.
I don't think so.
It may often feature you as the main character, so to speak. I believe they're talking about the lyrical you in this case.
I don't know. Appeal? No, it doesn't fit.
Word following poetry or gran. Slam.
Yeah.
What was this one? Think the world of. Adore.
Yes.
Architect who passed away in 2019 at the age of 102. Like leftovers in a zero food waste household.
Yeah. Could the downward one be movie something? The Live and Let Die? Some kind of movie?
Maybe. This is a film that came out in 2018 and it's called Something with A and then B follower. C.
Yeah.
Oh, this is in the letter, yeah.
Hey!
Berlin,
Kennedy!
famously said by Kennedy. And then we have one more letter for this, which is the architect.
You could. Or the downward one, too.
I mean, same idea, right?
We'll get there later.
I was about to say, I don't know what. Then we have this one as well. This one, and then the Canada one. And then this
could
one.
Be North at the end, but Great White North? Does it fit?
That was just a random thing I said because it's very snowy.
It's a nickname for Canada.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it fits. If I typed it correctly, it would also maybe light up.
Tenor. That's musical. Tenor. That's the musical thing.
Oh, so
yeah.
What? Another one might be bass, for example.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Was in first place, led. And it made features. Okay, we don't know that yet. Live and Let Dice.
Something movie.
Yes. An inspirational speaker often. And let me think about that one. Has the letter H in the beginning.
Yeah. What's the across ones?
And this is still the main character.
Yeah. The other one?
Did we look at that? Alternative to net. Oh, we did not. Calm.
Is it just
Features you as something im. It's not stream, is it?
Doesn't fit out.
Oh, it has an R in there as well. Yeah, Steam. Maybe you. I don't actually know what that is about. And then I guess we go into the other corners at the center. Let's look at the center because this is the easiest part to forget. Popular Lagunitas Brewing Company offering briefly. IPA? Which stands for, what was it?
No, man.
Something pale ale?
Yeah.
Subject of some apartment restrictions. Dogs?
Cats? Pets?
Oh, pets makes more sense as a general one, yeah. I had the right idea. One time I'm the competitor we looked at already. And now we're getting into the corners again. I'm gonna just keep going here. Pebbles, cartoon, mom. eliminated. Removed.
Off.
Destroyed. Oft. Wow.
Really?
One that gives a tiny hoot.
Owlet.
What a puzzle piece will do when placed correctly.
It'll fit.
Ice sheet.
Oh Christ! There's a word for that.
Australian runners.
Emus.
Yeah. They lost the word to those.
True.
Carden, who plays Janet on The Good Place.
Oh, no.
They're asking for the actress, of course.
The circle things could be alto
It could be alto.
for the musical thing.
I don't think it'll light up just because it's correct, but then we also have the across ones, which is then this one.
Wilma?
Oh, it's the Flintstones!
Yes, right. And then it's Flo. Is it Floa? The ice sheet? Flow, maybe with the E. Something, what's it called? Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
And then Carden is, this is still just a name. Is
Virtual
it Darcy? Actually, now I think about it. Yes.
Virtual tour. The cross one.
What?
That's what it is. Online offering.
Virtual tour.
Yeah.
And then I guess we can have a brief look at the down ones again. Neighbor nickname on Shameless. Okay, I don't know. NPR's Shapiro ends in I, which is a bit strange for a name. Well, not strange, but not the common. Brute Start, we have, and I'm supposed to care why is a bit longer now. Did we look at this one? One time Mountain Dew competitor ends in an E. Short text notorious for its suggestiveness. Clothing issues or features of some jeans when purchased. Rips. Because ripped jeans.
Oh, yeah.
And then this, and then Be My Yoko, I guess.
Oh.
Allow. Is it just? I don't think it's just.
Yes. Well, a bit stupid.
One man biographical play about Capote.
These questions.
Possible destination on a me day.
Like a spa.
Yes. We also have to little bit time though. Home to the Gateway Arch.
St. Louis.
I know.
Yeah,
wait,
just
ST,
ST.
right? I was about to say fucking hell, I was over there. Lewis. Terms of post-engagement informality.
Nice.
Terms of
Jesus.
post-engagement.
The words, man. All this
But isn't it
fancy formal words, man.
Post-engagement?
Yeah.
This means marriage, right? It's
Yeah,
like-
that's some crazy word. I know it, but what? What do you say? Allow is let, says Sergey.
yes.
That is correct.
And then this one is
A prenups.
activity in a prime.
The
Oh yeah,
person-
prenuptials. Yeah, prenups.
Yeah.
And then activity in a crime drama. Is I don't know. One-time biographical play about. Okay, this is TR something. And then short text notorious for its suggestiveness, and then we have the double S there, so it's base, I suppose.
Yeah.
Building in.
It's got something embassy at the end. And autopsy, the downward one on the right.
What?
On the right, all the way to the right.
Oh yeah.
Autopsy.
Autopsy.
American embassy.
So we had the right idea.
Oh.
Let me see. We said it earlier.
Yeah.
We just
Wrote it wrong.
Summer Nights musical. We have most of it.
Grease.
Oh,
Grease.
Grease. Yeah, I have heard of. They also made a movie out of that.
I'm supposed to.
And I'm supposed to.
Your point. Like, as in a question.
Yes. And then we have one-time Mountain Dew competitor.
Surge.
And then we have Root Start. And we have NPR's Shapiro. And we have
Yeah, we've seen
Neighbors Again for Album of the Year Grammy winner Musgraves. And Poetry Muse.
Yeah, we're not gonna get that corner.
Grandson of Adam and Eve. Enoch? No, wait, how's it
Okay.
spelled? Enoch? Normally it's spelled CH was what I was thinking, so that was weird. Port Legend Arthur.
S, maybe?
Enos. Probably not the character we're thinking of. Cheeky. We never actually looked at this part, did we?
No.
Cheeky. Pure Prairie League song.
Prairie?
Sorry, Pure Prairie. That makes more sense.
What the hell is this?
Live and Let Die for One is a...
Is it a Bond movie?
Oh, it
Like,
is!
as in James Bond?
Yes. Speaking of Ian Fleming, right?
Dream. The first one, yeah, there we go.
May often feature as... Oh, yeah. Architect passed away, we still don't know that there's one letter there.
Yeah, we'll force it later when we get there.
One who has you in a non-stop laughter, clown.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that doesn't fit.
No, it doesn't.
Clown doesn't
Downward
fit.
one on the right, maybe?
Downward one on the right is an inspirational speaker often.
What's the one up top on the across with the Y?
Short text, notorious for its suggestions.
Oh, you up. You up.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Orator?
Text as in, oh, by the way, there's also send me.
Yeah. I'll go.
And
then orator?
Orator, yes. And then one who has you in non-stop laughter ends in ought. Also, cheeky is P-E something T. The first word that comes to mind, the only word that comes to mind is pest, but that doesn't make sense. Pure Prairie League song.
Start forcing letters. Like all these 3 squares, we can force letters in. We're not going to get the top left corner either way. Yeah, damn it.
Freaking out.
Riot? Right? Yeah.
What was it? One who has you non-stop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And then 30 seconds for... Oh, right, there's one more that we could force, maybe. I hate how the first time you type the wrong letter, it just jumps you all over the place.
God damn it, man. It's the same as last time, man. You get stuck in some corner, and then, like, a couple of them intersect that you all don't know. And as soon as that happens, you can't make progress.
It was an M, the last letter on the keyboard.
Okay. Roma. Cool.
What was the question for Roma?
The musical or movie or whatever. God damn it.
Oh yeah, the movie, yeah.
God damn it.
So it's
this
Casey,
happens. Yeah, Casey.
Casey Musgraves,
Yeah.
and Poetry Muse is
Erato.
And then it's Kev is the nickname of the guy.
Kevin.
Ari is the Shapiro, and Root Start is
It too. God damn it. It happened. This is how it always happens. Like, we never really run out of like just time to complete it, but we stick in a corner where a couple of them intersect that we all don't know, and then you can't make progress because you get no more letters, and you can't really force them because it's 2 or more per word. That's the reason. Whenever we fail, that's the reason that we fail. Yeah, then we gotta get better.
So you're saying the reason why we fail is because we don't know the answers to some of the questions.
Yeah, we got stuck and we can't make progress.
I feel like that's how crosswords work.
Yeah. Gotta get better. No excuses. Next week we'll be back and starting another streak. We have a second topic. Now this one was suggested by Sergey, and since Sergey is just sitting there not working anyway, would you like to come over here and tell us what the topic that you suggested is? Okay, wonderful. The topic that you suggested is co-op games.
The topic is non-competitive games, or why Alex hates D&D.
I do hate D&D, and the non-competitive aspect of it is a big part, though that's not the only part of it. So yes, Sergey suggested that we talk about non-competitive games in general, because that is an idea that I have not really warmed up to. A game needs... I am of the quite strict idea that a game that is supposed to entertain me in any way, or that I would be motivated to play, should be competitive and has me compete in some way, shape, or form against other people. And that's sort of how I've lived my life. Now you are quite the opposite to that. You prefer games that are co-op, that are not competitive. Is that correct?
Not necessarily. I also play games that are competitive. I mean, I play Hearthstone for fuck's sake.
Pretty well too.
It is
finalists.
It is not that I dislike competitive games. It's more that I also like non-competitive games. As a matter of fact, I just thought of something.
What do you think of?
You liked Firewatch, Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Like all those story-based games.
Yeah. They're
not competitive.
Yeah, but that's just kind of like sit back and watch someone play it and rip jokes at it, right? I guess that's fine. I don't know. It's not a game that is that orients you to perform in any way. It's I don't really perceive it as a game, if that makes sense. I guess it's to me more of like as a what would to you be a movie? You just sit there and just look at it. You just take it in, like you get a story told. It's like an audiobook, for lack of any better.
It is,
word.
especially the Telltale games are a little bit like interactive movies.
Yeah.
In a way, I think Life is Strange actually in some degrees more.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think Telltale subs more.
Yeah.
It's some games more so than others, but they usually have more gamey segments as well.
That's a different mindset. That's not game time. That's it's story time. Just chill back, grab a can. It's empty. There wasn't even anything in there. Just grab some popcorn or crackers in our case, and just sit there and just watch the show. So that's a very different mindset for me to approach it, right? So I wouldn't even consider that a game, though. Of course, yeah, they are video games, but intuitively, I wouldn't even make that connection.
Okay. What else? You didn't like Portal, huh?
No, Portal was just weird. I don't know. It might have been because you both were sitting there, like, spamming at me, like, the whole time, like, do this, do that. But also the game concept, yeah, that's actually pretty good. It's the game concept, like, what am I doing there? I'm just progressing through the game, but, like, for what? Like, what is the tangible thing? Where's the fucking monster behind me that's trying to get me, that forces me to go faster? Or, like, where's the time leaderboard or whatever? I don't know, it's a puzzle game.
There is Portal speedrunning,
yeah,
but that's a whole nother beast.
Yeah, no, I don't want to mess with speedrunning.
Also, yeah, they use glitches also.
Yeah.
I there's probably glitches speedruns as well, but yeah, that's like they'll be like Portal 2 in like under 10 minutes or something. It's like
I don't like the way the game works. Also, even just the artistics of it, like the way that it looks, I just didn't. The game gave me a bad vibe. I just didn't enjoy it, and I don't know. It was not a game for me. Part of that is definitely that it's a sort of a game where you just sit by yourself and you like figure stuff out. And if I want to do it, I do a chess puzzle. But because that I can at least apply later on and smacking someone's ass over the board. But in Portal, it's just like I don't know. It didn't apply.
So wait, you're saying that if playing a video game gave you a transferable skill that you could use in some way, shape, or form against another human being, then you would enjoy playing it more?
Not as broadly worded, but yes. Yeah. If I can, like, I do chess puzzles, even if it's not Puzzle Rush, even if it's just a regular puzzle that I do by myself, because I get better at chess, and then I beat people at chess. But if I play Portal, I get better at Portal. First of all, the interest isn't really there in terms of types of game, and is there like a multiplayer mode? I'm not really into the whole thing, right?
There is a multiplayer mode, at least in Portal 2. It's co-op.
Yeah, see that? Like, what am I going to do with that? Nothing, right? So I can't beat anyone at the game. And the way I approach games, and you kind of know this, is I either don't, or if I do for real. Like, if I do, I really want to be good at it. I don't play games that I don't want to be good at. Like, if I play a game I want to be good at it, if I don't want to be good at it, I don't even bother playing it. And then I don't care about it either. Like, you know this with this happened with Hearthstone. When I started Hearthstone, I was grinding hard, like playing a lot, and I ground for hitting Legend and 12-win Arena and everything. And like making min-maxing decks every single month and climbing ladder. And same with WoW, and the same thing with chess, at least for a time, and the same thing also with poker in a way. Games I play, and I try to keep them, like, I try to keep the amount of games I play to a minimum. We've discussed this too about video games, right? You guys, both of you got like hundreds of video games that in your library you just play every once in a while. Like, there's never... Or not, yeah. There's never been a time...
The infamous, like, that there's millions of jokes about, like, going to a game store, or whether physical or virtual, and like looking at all the cool games you could possibly be playing, and then someone goes like, hey, why don't you just play one of the hundreds of games that you have, that you possess, that you have never played? It's like,
exactly.
Fuck you!
I see that, like, never...
And also, yes!
I've never, at any point in my life, have, like, actively had or played more than 2 video games at the same time, I want to say. I've always been, like, completely dedicated to one. And at the moment, it's Hearthstone and it's World of Warcraft. That's the 2 video games I play. That's it. That's the games I play. And for a long time, it used to be Madden, which I played very competitively. But if I sucked at a game or the interest wasn't there and like the interest to get good at it, then I wouldn't bother playing it. And I can judge that typically pretty quickly, and that's how it was with Portal, right? There's like no instant motivation to get me to really be good at it. I don't know. I feel like that's how it goes. If you have any input, Sergey, by the way, feel free to yell at us. He's sitting behind the camera.
I find it interesting. Also, of course, noteworthy for some of these games, especially the single player ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, it's just you play it once and then you're kind of done with it as well. It's a bit of a different aspect. I guess doesn't really go that well with the mentality of like grinding and like
that's actually a good point that I was thinking about, but not didn't know how to formulate it. Replayability, like just is there basically an infinite end game to something, like just improvement sort of thing. And if not, then game isn't really for me. Then I can't accept it as a game, like that I get competitive about. It's like the story thing with Life is Strange, or the Telltale games. Yeah, it's like 5 episodes of fun stuff happening, some story gets told, I'll listen to an audiobook. Right, same idea. But I can't take that as a competitive game. And
well, it's not a competitive game.
Yeah, exactly. And because it's not a competitive game, I can't really get into it. You know what I mean?
Because I was just thinking about that. Like, you don't really play Portal over and over. Mm-hmm. You play it once, and maybe a couple of years down the line, you go back to play it again.
That's nothing. I don't do that. I've never done that with video games, where it's just you played, you completed a game. Is like completed, it's over, and then at some point you replay it. That's just from the start. I don't do that. I've never done that, and I've never cared to do that at all.
I guess. How do you feel about achievements?
Yeah, sure, achievements. Why not?
Achievement hunting, like trying to get every achievement in a game.
Yeah, dude, like totally, absolutely. That's the true end game of World of Warcraft. Really, whenever your character is great and you've beaten the final raid of the expansion, you just collect mounts and you collect achievement points and stuff. You just do all the exploring.
By the way, I never got that. Like farming a boss over and over just to get a specific
Dude, 93 kills on Baron Rivendare, and I got the death charge. Yeah, man, I mean, because it's like, you're working, you're grinding, and then you get it, right? And then you just, at the end, you get it, and that's...
At that point, it's not even about, like, the whole improvement angle that you were going about. You're just literally just doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, which just happen to be the definition of insanity.
But you get it, though, because there's a 1% drop chance. Eventually, right? It's like you're just teaching yourself discipline, right? It's persistency. You just keep going at it, and then eventually you get it. And it's like, I have achieved something. I've gotten to a new level. I've achieved this thing because I stuck to it. And that, I don't know, that appeals to me more than like fucking just scrapping the game after starting a new campaign or whatever. Or
see, because that's what I don't understand. Like I would never like literally like farm the same boss over and over for a specific thing, especially when it's like a mount where it's like it doesn't even have like an in-game advantage really.
No, not at all.
If you were maybe I could see it a little bit if there was like you were farming for like a weapon or something that like actually like improves your stats.
Yeah,
and there's a bit more of an argument to it, but
it's just a mount, can't even fly. It's just a horse.
But like
but it's great.
I would much rather spend my time actually like playing again with a fun story or interesting mechanics than like killing the same boss over and over.
But with WoW, once you're through all the fun story and interesting mechanics of a patch, there's that's what's left, and that's like the true end game. At least to some people, and I do that at least. I still do like somewhat competitive play. I still do mythic dungeons every week and like get my highest possible items and stuff. But after that, like just completionism and mount farming, dude. Why not? Because the thing is, like, most people don't have the death charger, and if you have death charger, that's cool, right? That's all that it is. Yeah.
Oh, so it's all about getting validation from others.
No, others don't really see it because I don't do like mount ups or anything. It's just, you have it. I don't know. It's just you do it and you do it and you do it and you do it and you do it, and eventually.
So it's about feelings of superiority.
You put it in a bad light, but kind of, yeah. It's just like, grinding for your reward. You're working hard and getting what you work for. Yeah, that's what that aspect of the game is.
It's the American dream.
True. And it's actually realistic in those situations, because the way that someone like who has 450 mounts versus someone who has 30 mounts is they went on and they got them. Like they farmed them and then they got them. And they did it again and again and again, and eventually they got him. So that part I can kind of get behind, because it's competitive in a way, I guess.
Because farming is something that I never particularly got into. The only game in which I've done a little bit of farming is Borderlands 2, where I have farmed a couple of bosses a couple times over for getting specific items for actually like making my character more powerful.
I have always farmed. Dude, whenever I used to play Madden, this is a story. They had solo challenges in the game.
Okay.
In Madden. And they had like, over the season, there was like 250 solo challenges where you play games in different scenarios, and they were hard, by the way.
Okay.
Some of them were really tough. And you'd be rewarded with gold. And I would complete all the solo challenges, every single one, and get like all the gold for it. And then I'd make a second PlayStation account. And I'd do it again. And I'd get like 5 or 6 PlayStation accounts. Every single Madden. Like between September and February, March, all I did in Madden, and this is 8 hours a day, is farm gold for solo challenges. And then whenever it was February or March and Christmas was over, I would have like over 1 million gold farmed together, and I would purchase I would purchase player cards, and I would put my team together, and I would go and study playbooks, and I would go play, and I would be good. I would like destroy people. I would play really well. Sergey's starting to tell me something. The difference of WoW PvE and Dungeons and Dragons. WoW is fast paced. It's visualized. You got it right in front of you, and D&D is boring. And also JJ and Joe are present, which make the game inherently 3 times more frustrating and boring and slow. Like the first time we played Dungeons and Dragons, we took about 3 hours to create our characters, and after which you just sit around a table with nothing and you just talk. Like, I'm gonna do this, and you roll a dice. Like, why not just play it as a computer game, right? It seems, I don't know, it seems more visually pleasing than staring at JJ, Joe, and Sergey over a table. And yeah, it's more fast paced, and he's still typing. What do you wanna say? You can also say it out loud. I can repeat it if you want to do that. Okay, Sergey has a weird way of communicating with us. That's what I used to do in Madden. Half of the entire Madden season.
I was like, I can't believe that he turned the laptop around rather than the second screen to keep the keyboard in front of him to type with.
You never know. Half of the Madden season, I was farming gold day in and day out, and then the latter half, or like a month or so, I was like labbing hard, and I was getting into strats in my playbook. And once I had my team together, I would grind out ladder and ranked, and I would make. So
he's attempting to turn the other screen around now.
I would make top 16. He still says boy.
Still says boy.
Great. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's how I played Madden, and that was awesome. There was never anything in my life I was better at than John Madden Football 2017, literal top 16, or top 100 in the world. And that was fun. Like, I played it every day. I woke up like, it's time to go play Madden, and for 5 months straight, it's time to go play Madden. I'm gonna do 30 solo challenges today on my third account run through, and I'm gonna get 25,000 gold out of it, and then 3 months down the line, I'm gonna whack fools with the team I assembled, and I never questioned it. I was like, that's the way it went. That's just what you had to do if you didn't want to spend real money, and I didn't at the time. So that's what you had to do, and then I did it because I wanted to be good at Madden, and then I got good at Madden. That's how it went. And same thing happened, or similar thing happened when I started getting into Hearthstone, and I wanted to be good at it. I wanted to reach Legend and push for it. And the 12-win arena, I played a lot. I played several hours a day, and I can't do that anymore at this point because I just don't have the time to just randomly play stuff. But if I want to do something like that, then I do it. So that's how it goes. You want to do it, you just do it. It's tough to explain. That's like my sentiment. I see how people could find that boring.
Yes,
but to me, it's like you're working towards the grand total. You know, you're constantly achieving.
And what is the end goal?
In Madden, smacking, ladder, ranking as high as possible, playing the best players in the world, and destroying them with like 3 different plays. Staying in freaking gun split close C spot all game and destroying a top 100 player with 3 routes because they can't stop you, and like sending blitzes with 3 people that you studied for a month, and you've worked every single smallest detail of the engine to get a nano blitz through the A gap. That's what Madden was, man. That's what Madden was.
I actually still have a screenshot of someone complaining to you about.
Yes, correct. I was using like a good blitz I had developed, and they were like, "Hey, how come every noob is using the nickel 245 blitz?" Well, because it's the best blitz in the game. You said it up right. It works really well. Oh yeah, go learn to play. Like, I can show you this to you, sir. You don't know that yet, but that's right. That's how I play Madden. That's how I play games. That's how I play games in general. If it's kind of like I ask myself a question. Do I want to be really good at this game? Like the best? If I have the talent, will I be the best at this game? If the answer is no, I'm not even touching it. What do I want to do that for? I don't care. For fun? I got time for fun. Man. And also, it really isn't fun if I played it that way. And that's the other thing. That's why I don't play Dungeons & Dragons. And I will say it also relates to the people I originally played it with, but I wouldn't really want to invest 8 hours in trying to play it with another group. It doesn't interest me enough. It feels like wasted time, because you're not going anywhere. You're not achieving, like, anything.
It's not like you're achieving anything by farming mounts in WoW.
I guess, but it's like it's visual. You can look at it. I got invincible. Look at me, man. I'm on invincible. I killed Lich King 28 times now. I'm on invincible.
Oh right, that's also 1%, right? Did you say it?
Yes, and I got it really early. I got super lucky on that one. Actually, it was 50 Lich King kills. I checked it later, but still pretty good.
By the way, quick math fact. If there's a 1% drop chance for something, the amount of kills you have to get to have it be more likely than not that you got it is 69.
It's not 50. 50 is 100 is the
100 is the average time it would take you. Once you reach the 69th attempt, the chance of having gotten it at some point through that process
the first 69 attempts
is slightly above 50%.
Correct. So there's a formula for that. You can look that up. But, that is correct. Don't get that confused. So yeah, it was 15. It was 50 Lich King kills. That's how.
And I believe the one for 0.5% was what was it, 0.05% or something for 1 over 2,000. I think is what it was or something. It was like 1,700.
Yeah, it was like
1,783 or something.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. People have done that. The thing is, well, you see someone on that mount, on that Child of Anger mount, and you know they've on average killed a world boss with a respawn timer of an hour, like 2,000 times.
Yes.
Like,
and they would have had to do it. I think it was 1,783.
Something to be more likely than
not that they got it.
Like they've done that on average 2,000 times. Like they're on this mount. Like this guy plays the game, right? Like I mean,
we did the math once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what that is. And yeah, D&D is weird, and it's not my thing. It's slow. It's way too slow. And Sergey's typing. He says,
why though?
What do you mean by why though?
I think he's asking about the math. Because
why we did the math? What are you asking about?
Why you farming?
Why is
farming?
Why farming?
Well,
because it's fucking cool whenever you're on the Heavenly Onyx Cloud Serpent, and everyone else is just on their freaking regular horse. Because it's cool. Because it's rare. Do you understand me? Like, why do people want to drive exquisite cars?
I never got that either.
That no one else has. Like, why do people have specific preferences for that stuff?
I don't know.
They do. It's just, it's cool to have, man. It sets you apart. I don't know. People like it. Yeah, that's just how it is, man. It comes with...
The other people buy expensive cars, Alex, while mount farming.
I'm farming the ashes of Valar. Exactly. So yeah, that's how it goes. If I had more time, I'd do it more. Trust me, because I have like less than 200 mounts out of 500 that are in the game, and most of the ones I have were just vendor mounts that I could buy. So I says sure, yeah, that's how it is. And I don't know, D&D. It's slow. It's not visual. And whenever we did try it once, like you and Joe, he says no life, true. You and Joe like restructured it in ways that made it actively less fun for me, and you know who was also there, who was playing it in my opinion a fun way that you disagreed with. You didn't find it fun, so you made up rules that made it not fun, and then I didn't want to play it. That's the long and the short of it for D&D. I mean, I played it like 3 times, and that's what happened. I don't know what else to tell you. You're just sitting there for 20 30 minutes while other people are trying to figure minute stuff out about which dice to roll and what they're going with and stuff. It's so tedious. I don't get it. Sergey plays it. I'm not really sure why. Or you do, I don't know why. Can you explain that? Like, to me? What's the appeal of that game? Taking so much time?
It's partially, of course, the social aspect plays into it as well, so that is why generally you play it with friends, although there are people who play it in public groups and stuff where it is, Sergey also says basically hang out with friends.
Yeah.
There are also organized play events where you can actually just play with strangers, at which point it generally is a bit more fast-paced and it's more about the game itself rather than like all those hilarious side jokes that you make that are not at all hilarious outside of context.
Nope.
And really hard to explain if you weren't there.
Probably.
It's just a lot of those.
Well, it's the same with any inside group, but
yeah,
it's like hanging out with friends, but in the most tedious way possible, right? It's the process in the story. He says audiobook. Yeah, that's what I take from this, right? You do it as like a passive thing, right? It just like it's an experience more than like an active.
Well, yeah, but you shape the story more so than you ever could in a video game because more or less you have full control.
Maybe that's what ticks me off a bit. Like, you're supposed to do something active, but it's not something that I want to do something active. Like, I want to get a story told because this is that kind of game. But there's nothing for me to achieve, so I actively invest. But you're supposed to.
I mean, you can also try to make sure that you don't die, which,
It's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
I think we played like 2 or 3 sessions of that one campaign, and you died like twice.
I don't know.
And like no one else did.
I'm not sure. But that depends on what dice you roll, right? Like, what am I supposed to do that? Oh yeah, that's the other fact. RNG is added to the game. Fucking random dice roll. What do you say? He says decisions. Yeah, decisions. But then, the dice roll, right? That's also the other thing. I don't know. It's a lot of things in the game don't go my.
I guess you could make a version where there's absolutely no chance, but then it's also like, for example, like the 2 hit, then it's either you hit or you don't, right? It's like if there's no dice roll involved, then.
But you hit, and you hit for how much damage and how much HP does the guy have, and then you hit him again. It's turn-based,
yes.
Right? It's turn-based. Of course, that's a good difference for you between that and World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft isn't turn-based, right?
That's like, one of the reasons why I don't like it.
You're currently engaged, you're going. That's the reason why I like it, because it's just it's fast-paced, and you got reaction time, and you're going.
I generally prefer my RPGs to be non-turn-based, because then...
To be turn-based, you mean?
To be turn-based, yes. Because then you don't have to worry that much about reaction time, and you actually can potentially think about what you're doing, you know?
You can do that too, but you have to think fast, and it comes into it.
Yeah.
He says turn-based strategy games. What do you mean by that?
I mean, those exist.
Like, can you give an example?
I definitely prefer them over RTS, real-time strategy. Sergey's typing.
He's typing. He might as well speak, like he's right there.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's typing at all. Civilization 5, never heard of it. It's like
Have you never heard of Nuclear Gandhi?
No. Is it like what James always plays, like Clash of Clans? Is that part of it?
No, not really.
Not really. I haven't really gotten into it. Turn-based is okay if it's like, of course, like the nature of it, like with Hearthstone, has to be turn-based because it's a card game.
Yeah.
But like for the
there are card games that aren't turn-based.
Yeah, but that's a clusterfuck probably. I don't know about that.
Yes.
So, like something like WoW, just the turn-based makes it a lot slower and makes less action. And then in Dungeons and Dragons, it says chess, haha.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess chess is a turn-based strategy game. I can see that. The appeal of chess...
It'll take forever to make their moves.
True. The appeal of chess, I guess, is that there is no RNG factor, right? Like, if you win the game, that means you just straight up better. Like, nothing about it. You're just straight up better than the guy. And that's all that's to it. Like, in Hearthstone, in many other games, there's always other parts that play into it, right? Chess is the purest form of just being better than someone. Because I've done more for it, and I'm beating the guy over the board. That's like, it's like chess is like such a civilized game, but it's also it's really such a primal game, right? That's why I compare it to football too. Like you're running into another dude until he falls over. Like that's the most caveman thing ever.
Yes.
And in a way, that's exactly what's happening in chess too. It's just intellects, right? But at the end of the turn, you're executing the guy's king. You're conquering their kingdom, right? That's how the story, if you will, the story mode of chess. Chess story mode, yeah, right. That's how it goes.
Wait,
yeah.
in that case, it's just a story of medieval combat, right?
Yeah.
Which,
if
now you add magic, it sounds a lot like D&D all of a sudden.
Yeah, but if you add magic and you had weird stuff happening, then I don't know, man. I've never been a huge fan of magic anyway, but yeah. I don't know. I keep the magical, fantastical aspect of stuff like WoW to a minimum too. Like I play a warrior. I don't play any fancy like I play a warrior. My stat increases my haste, my attack speed. I don't have any like weird fucking magical buffs on it. Anything. That's all right. I just hit stuff hard with a hammer a lot, and if I do it fast enough, and if I go to the right places and avoid all the shit, and I do the most damage, then I'm good at the game, and we win the dungeon or we beat the raid. That's the end of it. That's the whole story of it. I don't know. I understand D&D is supposed to work in a similar way, but I guess it doesn't appeal to me because of the speed of the game, and then you have some assholes like just take it forever. I don't know. D&D is it's not something I would actively do because it's kind of too boring to me. And to your point with the hanging out with friends thing, I like hanging out with friends. This is partial reason why I'm here. That's why we just came back from a 3-day camping trip. That was fun. But
3 nights, 4 days.
Yeah. But there's nothing more agonizingly boring than like hanging out with friends over exactly D&D. Like I'd rather hang out with friends over anything else, right? Because I'm supposed to be focusing on this, but then I'm also like somehow not. So why do it in the first place? I don't know. If we hang out, let's hang out with no purpose and just hang out, or we have a very clear purpose and we focus on that purpose. But I don't do that tweener stuff. It's not really me, not my game. I will say just my initial experiences with the game were bad, and that's what makes me biased towards trying it again. But I don't really want to. Not really my thing. But that's just that. So whatever I want to say about that. I think Sergey, you've never really played Hearthstone or World of Warcraft, right? So you don't know how. Have you played like similar games? Do you know if you like that stuff?
Played similar games to WoW.
Okay. Well, you said played similar games to WoW.
Games.
Okay.
For my taste, way too grindy.
Yeah, that's the good thing. Hey, that's two ways to look at it. That's just how it is. Let me know your opinions though in the comments. If you play similar games, what do you like about them? What do you not like about them? We kind of gave our exposition on that. Maybe you can contribute to it in the comments below. But I think we're done for the day. We've talked about this a lot. We can bring this back up again, or maybe get Sergey properly into the picture and have a debate, because he probably has a lot of stuff to say. He was typing away eagerly, doing anything but what he's here to do. But hey, that's how it goes. So let's get into the song of the week and let's get out of here. JJ, what is your song of the week?
My song of the week is Down to the Devil by a band whose name I've only seen in writing, so this is going to be fun, which I assume is called Edguy. It's EDGUY. It's the only way I could think of pronouncing that.
Edguy. Yeah, Edguy. I never heard of the band or the song. A very dubious choice. Put in the music share and I will listen to it. My song of the week is Blue Trash by the Dead South.
This music will go away. You pure old heart. Blue trash don't touch my heart. You want it back to how it was at the start. Dead on the track, why did we depart? Were you done? 'Cause you cannot take away.
From the last year's most recent album, Sugar and Joy. We've actually had that in the playlist when we were camping and we listened to that.
Yeah, but it's, it's a very selective process. It's one of the 400 plus songs in that
but it's
playlist.
mostly country songs. And that was in there, and that stuck out to me when we heard it. I was like, wow, hey, I haven't listened to this much. This is actually a really, really good song. So there you go. Blue Trash by the Dead South. It's a good song. Let us know your song of the week in the comments of this video, and thank you for watching. We're going to see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
Not so gay. That's it.